This picture here is particularly interesting. It's from the Nottingham's Fred Westercott collection, who was a local communist, and it's the 1949 May Day demonstration, and you can see the parade going through the centre of Nottingham, going down past Market Square. So there are three slogans in this image, all of which are really interesting because they're as relevant today in 2013 as they were over half a century ago. So on the far left we have "tax the rich and not the poor," obviously a very self-explanatory slogan, but what's interesting is that whilst it was being shouted on a May Day demonstration in 1949, the same slogan can be heard on demonstrations today and outside party conferences, particularly in this era of cuts and austerity. On the right-hand side of the picture is a slogan, "Workers of all lands unite." And again, this is a very famous slogan which has resonated down the ages, and it's a paraphrase of the very famous last line of the Communist Manifesto. It's the one in the middle which most interests me, however, which reads, "Stop the witch hunt and the purge." And this is about monitoring and surveillance of communists in the early Cold War. So in 1949, the Cold War was intensifying. Relations between Britain, America, and the Soviets, the Russians, were deteriorating. And communists, not just in Nottingham and London, but across the world, were swiftly being seen as the enemy. And the question for Clement Attlee's Labour government was how best to monitor these people, how best to keep them under surveillance whilst protecting the country's democratic status and civil liberties. So those same questions that were being asked and were being protested about in 1949 remain relevant today. Who is the threat, whether it's communists or people under suspicion of being terrorists? How can they be properly monitored without, as this protest was talking about, without launching a witch hunt? How can these people be kept under surveillance for the security of society as a whole without undermining the very fabric of our democracy?